So hi world, welcome to my channel and welcome to What If Season 3 review. And I'm just gonna say right from the beginning, I really don't want this video to be too long. I really don't want to get into what could have been, what should have been, what they could have done better. Excuse me. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. So I basically, when I was watching the show, I already did not have hopes. And it just goes to show because they came out in December and I was so excited to watch it last year because it came out around my birthday and it was like the same this year. 2024 and 2023, it was the same. And I was very excited in 2023, but 2024, I was just like, I'm not watching this. I saw the trailer. The only thing I was excited about was Storm. None of the titles for the episodes were interesting. None were interesting. And season 2 was mildly interesting. And but at least we got a little bit of the Scarlet Witch. Season 3, we didn't even get Wanda anywhere. We have a whole episode with Agatha, but we don't have an episode with Wanda. Agatha's show wouldn't even exist without WandaVision, without Wanda, without Scarlet Witch. But she got an episode before Wanda. And Wanda's not even going to get an episode because the show is canceled. Dead. Buried. Yeah. Whatever, the fuck. So I already knew. That's why I put it off watching it for so long. But finally I was like, okay, I have nothing to do today. Today, but like last Sunday, I was like, I have nothing to do, so let's watch it. So I watched everything together. And yeah, I already knew it was gonna suck, and it did. And then again, the only part interesting was Storm and maybe Kahorty, and that's it. I don't think I liked anything else, but let's just go through the episodes and I'm gonna tell you what I wrote for each one. It's just quick little things. And I feel like that's gonna be it, right? So the first one was basically, I said King Kong versus Godzilla with a side of Power Rangers. Explain to me why the two monsters made of gamma radiation that made the Hulk, why do they look so fucking weird? Why couldn't it just be like a giant Hulk? And then when Bruce became the fucking monster, why the fuck did he had a tail? That was Godzilla. He even like did something with his mouth, like fire or something, and I'm like, what is this? And then yeah, they had the mechanic suits, and then they all came together to form one. That's Power Rangers becoming one giant robot to defeat a giant monster. So fucking useless episode. So fucking boring. So meaningless. Anyway, episode 2. I wrote Ocean's 11 universe version. You mean to fucking tell me everybody was after the fucking egg because it was like a prophecy? The whole episode felt like a joke. You really think that would happen in the MCU? That felt like a fucking parody or something. Darcy and the fucking duck had a fucking kid. And it was a fucking egg. Boring. Useless the fuck. So fucking annoying. Because they were trying to make it funny so hard and it just came off as annoying. Fuck me. I was like, and this. Episode 3. I wrote the worst dance party ever. And what I want to know about this episode, how the fuck would Agatha even find out about the Celestials? They never said how she found out. They just said she knew about the Celestials, first of all. Second, the whole thing about Agatha is that she steals witches' powers when they attack her. What she did in the episode was like she had to do a spell to steal the Celestials' powers, first of all. Second, how the fuck was that work? How the fuck would that work? The Celestials are robots. They're not even people. They're not organic. It's a they're robots. How would she steal their powers? How would she steal the power from a Celestial? And she will still be alive? You mean to tell me that the powers would work on her body? And then she had the exact same powers? Like when she stole Thena's powers and then she could conjure the weapons. She could do exactly what Thena does. You mean to tell me that would work on a human body? First of all. And then third, she fucking killed Artemis, what the fuck the name was, that robot, the giant robot in the sky. Oh, and she also stole the power from the Celestial on Earth. So you mean to tell me that she drew a fucking hole in magic to the fucking center of the Earth and the fucking Earth didn't explode? And okay, maybe Thena's powers and Gilgamesh's powers, maybe it works on the human body. Maybe she stole it and she can still use them. But she stole every Celestial's powers. She had every single one of them. She didn't overload. She could just use them like normal. And then she steals the power of a fucking Celestial, like the big thing on the Earth, and then she killed the other one in space. How the fuck did she not die? How did she not die? Sure, she became that big thing, but then at the end of the episode, she went back to normal. Because they were like in the premiere of the movie. You mean to tell me she fucking killed a Celestial? She's a human. She could just get the power and be fine? Fucking kill me right now. Next, episode 4. At first, I wrote annoying. This was the episode with Alexi and Bucky, whatever. Annoying. They were trying to make Alexi funny and like he was saying jokes and whatever. He's so annoying to me. There are like here and there, like he gets the joke right, sure. But a broken clock is right at least twice a day. So it's, it's not something that you can rely on. Like sure, it's funny one time, but then it's just annoying. But then I actually crossed it and I said enjoyable because by the end, they kind of made a good friendship out of it. The whole episode was so boring. Meaningless. No, it was just nothing. It was just nothing in a bottle. It was just air. I mean, air is more than that episode because at least you can breathe the air. You can do anything with that episode. So then I said enjoyable because I like the friendship that they created, whatever. But that's it. Next. Next is episode 5. I wrote very cool, lots of questions. And I actually need to search what episode is this because I don't remember. I feel like it was the Riri episode. Riri Williams, so Ironheart. What if I feel like that was the one, right? How do I see the okay, here. Oh no. Yeah. Five. Yes. The Celestials did not stop the emergence and the Earth was destroyed. And so I said very cool because I did like Riri. I like the way she incorporated the Vision's armor. If you want to see my reaction to that in the trailer, I didn't even know who that was. I love that. And I kind of like some of the characters. Again, I don't know why it's always the same characters. It's always Wong. It's always an agent or It's always the same people. I was like, this is so boring. Anyway, they all died, I guess. So. But the whole thing was being controlled by Mysterio. Is that his name? And he was creating illusions. How does that even make sense? I was like, girl, but whatever. But the biggest question I had was, if the emergence destroyed the Earth, the fucking Earth was like shattered. You could see in the episode, it's like, whatever. How were people still living on Earth if the Earth was destroyed? There's no core to Earth because it was destroyed. How was there atmosphere? How was there anything in the fucking Earth? How were they living in that little bit of the Earth? That little bit of the Earth that was like left. How were they living? How were they going back to back? Like they had the ship, the flying ship, and they were going from one place to another. How are they doing that if the Earth was like destroyed? They were basically in space. There was no like atmosphere. There was no like nothing that would protect them. They were in space. They would have died because they can't breathe in space. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5. The Earth was destroyed. They were in the future. The Earth was destroyed. You can see it. It's almost exactly the same thing that they did. Like the Earth was like broken. You couldn't be in the atmosphere because there were like winds and stuff. It was like because the Earth was destroyed. It was not livable there. They were inside like a thing. But you couldn't be like outside or like be normal. How the fuck does that work? How does any of the episode worked if they should all be dead? But whatever. Next, episode 6. Episode 6, I just wrote boring. This was the Wild West episode. And if I could take a shit on that episode, I would take a shit on that episode. I would piss on that episode. I would throw that episode into a fucking volcano. If I had the power, I would make that episode like that episode never existed. What the fuck do you mean? Shang-Chi and Kate Bishop? What the fuck is that random duo? First of all, but I love my Kate. Shang-Chi, it's fine. But I look Kate. What the fuck? So the Wild West, and there was like a hood that gives you special powers, and his sister was like caught, but then she became the one with the... What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck thought of that episode and said we're gonna do that? Next. Episode 7. I wrote random. Let me see what episode 7 was about. The Watcher must stand trial to his broken oath. That was it. There was more than one Watchers, so they were in the 5th dimension, whatever. Random. Where were they when he intervened before, first of all? Second, where were they when Ultron attacked the 5th dimension when he got there? Where were they to help, to protect their world? They weren't there. But now they just casually appear? Oh, we are tired of you interfering. Where were you when he interfered the first time? Because the first time he already broke the oath. Is there like a limit that you can interfere? And then where are more? There's those 3. And then there's our Watcher. Where are the other ones? Is there like a whole world full of them? Or is just like whatever it's necessary for the episode and the rest doesn't matter? Exactly. Where's the Storm episode? Y'all have the nerve to bring Storm with Thor's hammer. You didn't give the bitch an episode to explain how she got there. You didn't have an episode with Shang-Chi and Kate fucking Bishop in the Wild West in like the 60s. The most random fucking shit ever. You could have just deleted that. You do an episode where Storm goes to Asgard and she finds the hammer. Something like that. Thor goes to the X-Men universe. He dies and she gets the hammer. Where's that? But you have the nerve to bring her and you put her in the trailer to try and get people to watch the fucking season. You don't even explain the story of how she became that character. You just say, we need some help. Let's call Storm. That's what the fuck it is. And we're not going to explain. And then also they showed Darcy's and the duck's daughter, which I didn't even know. I was like, who the fuck is this person with wings? Who the fuck is this? And then they called her, I guess, and they were like, oh. And she was like, oh, hey, dad and mother or mom, whatever. And I was like, oh, that's their kid. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Because at least we kind of got a little bit of explanation, like it's their kid. Even though the whole episode of the explanation was like them trying to get the egg and protect the egg, which was shit. Throw that episode away too. But at least that makes a little bit of sense. But then it still doesn't explain, because what the fuck is the time frame here? How did she got connected to Captain Carter? How do they get connected with Kahorti? I mean, Kahorti, I guess she knew Captain Carter. But if she was a baby in the other episode, how the fuck is she a grown adult already fighting in a team? Where the fuck is the where did she get the growth? What happened? How do we know what the fuck happened? And then the last episode, I just wrote overpowered, and that's what the fuck it is. They already did that in season 2. Captain Carter had the fucking Infinity Stones. Everybody was throwing their weapons of her. This motherfucking bitch had the Infinity Stones. She had, I think it was Thor's hammer. She had the shield. She had Ella's like weapons or whatever she had. What else? I don't even know. She fucking overpowered the fuck out of that bitch. Overpowered the fuck out of Captain Carter. We get to the end of this episode and they get the Watcher's powers. They are fighting. And all they had to do was take the oath. How would that even work if they're not the same species? How do they get the power from the Watchers when they're not even the same species? They're like human or whatever the fuck. How would the power even work on them because they took an oath? It wasn't even official. Like, don't you have to sign anything? What if I say the oath? If you say Shazam, you don't get the powers. Why would they say the oath and it would just work like that? Just go to everybody on Earth and they get the same power. Nobody's in danger anymore. Share the power with everybody. What the fuck are we talking about? And then it was just stupidity. They would just do this, goes the power. The Watcher does this, they show the power. There was just some power and power and power. They were literally a scene where they were like smacking each other. They took like, I don't know, I think it was Storm. They were like smacking her into the ground, and then she got up and she smacked him. And there was no winning because they were just doing the same thing because both overpowered. There was no losing or winning. And then you mean to tell me that Captain Carter is the one that saves the day again? Of all people, you have Kahorti. You have Storm. You have Darcy's daughter. But Captain Carter is the one that can fight the Watcher's spell and end the spell and save everybody. Ugh. That bitch has more will in her than anybody else in any show, in any movie. This fucking bitch has been more overpowered than I don't even know what the fuck. And then that's the end. Brain just exploded. That's it. I'll give it we don't have what happens next. I usually do what happens next, but we don't have that in this because it was canceled. And for the rating to the season, 0. Zero. Like I said, the only good season was season 1. Then everybody was excited for season 2 because we knew the concept. We enjoyed season 1. We wanted more in season 2. Season 2 was okay. Nobody was impressed because everybody's ideas was better than the ideas they did in the show. And now they just completely ruined season 3. Throw it in the fucking garbage. In a way, I'm glad it's the last one, because imagine we have a season 4 and they just do some shit like this again. Just end it. Whatever, yeah. But yeah, if you watched it, let me know. If you didn't watch it, then I really don't recommend. Don't waste your time. Do not. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for other reviews and more content on this channel. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.